Hi, and welcome back to our channel. Today we will have a look at one of our key manufactured items, our road bike fork, nicknamed L, which stands for lightweight. It comes in two different types, the standard L type and the L plus type that you can see here. Let's first have a look at the L type. It is, as all of our products, entirely made here in France out of 2017 grade aluminum, and it has three main properties. The first is that it is the lightest recyclable road bike fork on the market. It only weighs in at 490 grams. You will of course see lighter forks on the market, but these will be made out of carbon fiber composite materials, which are not recyclable, right? The second point is that it is remarkably strong for its weight, because it has a secret. Like all of our products, it has no welds at all. Okay, the whole arms of the fork, so this part, are made from a single block of laminated aluminum, which is water jet cut to shape. So the water jet makes this path, okay, and then CNC machine to the final form. So the CNC mill makes these pocket here on the two sides, and all other little features like this. Okay. The steerer is also CNC machine from round laminated stock, and the two parts are threaded together with permanent thread lock and large diameter, and this combination makes it absolutely impossible to unscrew. It cannot loosen. And all this construction gives the fork an incomparable strength compared to regular aluminum forks, which first of all are made of extruded aluminum. Extruded is when you produce a tube with a void inside that goes out of a mold, okay, and is much weaker than the type of aluminum that we use, because we do not use tubes, we use laminated plain aluminum. And this laminated aluminum has a much higher strength. Okay. And secondly, the standard practice is to weld these forks at critical points, like the joint here. Okay. As you may know, welded metal has an uncontrollable strength, and so has to be thicker and thus heavier than laminated metal, which we use and which has a controlled strength. Okay? So all of this allows us to make our forks lighter. And its strength gave us the ability to do one thing more. It can flex more without risk, which makes it much more comfortable. It can deflect, okay, in this direction, more than 2 times more than a regular aluminum or carbon fiber fork with the same load, okay, which gives it the ability to absorb the irregularity of the road. You can feel it on our bikes with your hands on the handlebar. Vibrations are dampened, which reduces muscle fatigue in your hands, for example, and of course general sensation of comfort on the bike. As far as the compatibility specifications are concerned, it is made for 622 rims with rim brakes, and is compatible with all rim brake wheels with the standard 9mm quick release axle type here. Okay. Its steerer comes in a standard diameter of 28.6mm, so 1/8 of an inch for you imperial people. And this is at the top, and at the bottom it's a little bit larger, it's 30mm, so it's the standard specification for road bike forks with rim brakes. Okay, but remember that with our two-part system, one part, two parts, it is very easy for us to adapt to specific demands of steerer diameters. So feel free to ask us for the fork that suits your bike, right? As far as tires are concerned, finally, tires up to 30mm can be mounted with this fork with no problem. Okay. One more thing, let's talk about the rake. So as you may know, the rake is the distance between the wheel axle of the fork and the steerer axis. Okay, so if you prolong the steerer axis and you make it go up to the axle of the wheel and you measure that distance, you will get the rake of the fork. Okay, it has an effect on two things: the distance between your feet on the front wheel, of course, which has to be a certain amount to avoid these two touching, and how the steering feels on your bike. More or less nervous, more or less stable. We will in the near future make a dedicated video on this concept, so feel free to subscribe to our channel if you think we have earned it. Okay. Our L fork, this one has zero rake, as you can see here. Okay, the axle of the wheel is touching the axis of the steerer if you prolong it. Okay, it makes the steering quite stable at high speeds. But if you like more nervous steering, our L plus type fork is made for you. So let's have a look at this. The L type is the same. The L plus type is the same as the L type, but with this little part here added. Okay, it weighs only 60 grams and it allows you to do something that has never been seen before in the bike industry. An adjustable rake going from 0 to 45mm. Okay, so by loosening these two screws, okay, and slightly rotating the fork, then adjusting your stem near your handlebar for it to be perpendicular to the wheel again, and then tightening those two screws again, you can adjust the behavior of your steering at home, depending on your ride, or even directly on the road. Okay, for example, you could set the rake to maximum for the uphill part of your ride to have a more nervous behavior, and then lower the rake to prepare yourself to go downhill with maximum stability. Okay, so finally let's talk about the price. As all of our products, we work hard to make them affordable despite them being made here in France. So our L forks start at only 203 euros. Okay, so here are the characteristics of our forks. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check our website for more info and photos, and we will see you next time for another video. Thank you for watching.